Good morning and happy Wednesday video check-in, fireside chat, as Frank calls it. Um, Everything here is okay. As most of you know, we lost Dyson on Friday. It was a whirlwind, quick thing that happened, and we weren't, expecting this at all. So we've been preparing for the last year with Nigel because of his age, and he's deaf and blind and has some health problems. So we've been kind of preparing for him. Um, Never thought it could be Dyson. We took him. He went off his food on Wednesday evening. We noticed he wasn't eating, and that's when I noticed he had so much coat. I noticed he had lost just a little bit of weight. So without him eating, and he would lick up the juices out of canned food. Nothing. He wouldn't eat any of the dry. We took him to the vet Thursday morning as soon as we could. They kept him for the day. They diagnosed an internal hernia that said that they didn't have the equipment necessary. This is one of the nicest vet's office in Tyler, but they needed a ventilator and some other things that a specialist in Dallas would have. So they referred us to Dallas. We got up Friday morning, went to Dallas, and thank you to my work, who's been so understanding during this time and know that our animals are our family. I'm lucky I work for them. Um, anyway, I took off Friday and we took him up to Dallas, and we were leaving him because they said he would, after surgery, which was only about a 20% chance he would make it through surgery, but after surgery, he would have to stay until around Monday. So when we were driving home, we stopped and grabbed a bite to eat to take home, and were worried the entire time. Hadn't heard anything from the vet. And then right as we were driving up in the driveway of the house, the vet called and said that he had passed away on the table. So it's heartbreaking. I broke down and cried in the driveway. It's lonely without him. When you have a 25-pound Maine Coon, it's hard to miss him in the house. I miss him knocking things over. He was the clumsy one. Hoover's, very delicate. He's big too, but not quite as big as Dyson. Dyson was always knocking things over and causing trouble and trying to get attention, and making life difficult and wonderful. So I have some pictures of Dyson that I think I'm going to get framed. In fact, I might do that for all the animals. So anyway, life goes on, and this is the price we pay for loving our animals and caring about our animals. And we know that they're not going to live as long as we are. His life was cut short, but I feel like we gave him a good life while he was here on Earth. So anyway, that's that. Everybody here is healthy, and the rest of the animals are healthy. Billy's healthy. I'm healthy. Um, Tired. A lot of work lately. It's almost nonstop with Zoom meetings and writing notes. I don't know if you can see my calendar or not. You may not could see, but everything in blue is a Zoom meeting. So that's just the next couple. That's today and tomorrow. So anyway, gonna be busy, which is kind of good for me right now. Is to stay busy. Got some exciting projects we're working on, and I think my work is doing some amazing things. I work with amazing people there. So anyway, everything else is okay. I am keeping my friend Georgina, in my thoughts and prayers. Is She is in quarantine right now in Austin with COVID-19, and lucky because they have a hotel, maybe several, but I know one they're using, the Crown Plaza, that's shut down. They're using that as a quarantine, and they have medical staff available. And she stays in a room, is allowed outside 2 hours a day, which I know is lonely. But she's doing the right thing, and they're able to take care of her and make regular calls to check on her to make sure she's okay, and if she needs anything medical. She's receiving some care packages from people, and they give them 3 meals a day. So I'm glad you're doing okay. She's feeling better, which is good. I have other friends that are extremely lonely right now, anxious, a lot of anxiety. I'm thinking about you, Lance. Lance is one of my best friends. He's having a little hard time right now. Um, I miss all of y'all. I miss you, Keisha, Alicia, Frank, Lance, Ed, G, Eric, Drew, Rudy, Robert. I miss all of y'all, all of my friends in Austin. Dallas, Neil, Steve, I miss y'all. Um, and many more. Right? I'm not naming everyone. Miss my family. But I'm lucky. I'm able to work from home and doing okay. So I don't think there's anything else I really need to share. The house is just about finished. Dyson's bill took us back some, so we're having to wait on the laundry room cabinets and the cabinet when we're building a special cabinet for the litter boxes for Hoover, and so it'll keep it hidden and easy to access as well. So we're doing that, but we haven't started that yet. We got to have the fence repaired so the dogs can have the whole backyard again. That's never been repaired. We have hired someone to do that now. It looks like it could start in about a week and a half. So we'll be happy to get that done. And then right after that, and the cabinets, we'll start looking at staining the deck and making the deck look like new outside. Other than that, the house is done, which is nice, except for tiny little things that we're doing here and there, new doorknobs in places, the new doorbell up. This last weekend, I got some furniture that should be in soon, so we can actually enjoy the sunroom. Um, so that's all the news for today. I'm thinking of you all. I hope everyone is staying safe. Wear your mask if you're out in public. Not for you, for everybody else. Protect people. Have some courtesy. Um, it's not mandatory. It is mandatory in Texas to wear a mask, but it's up to the county judge whether he wants to enforce it. And Smith County has stated they're not going to enforce it, which is not good. Businesses can enforce it though, and I know that Brookshire's where I go enforces it now. And I actually saw an argument, my first argument, about a week ago, where a man didn't have a mask on, and the manager came up in a very nice way and stated it's their policy and he has to wear a mask if he's in there. The guy became really belligerent and yelling, and eventually shoved the manager. So that was in Tyler, and he was escorted out, which was great because it was my safety and my family's safety that I'm worried about, not his. So it's just courteous to wear a mask. Also, listen to science. Listen to Dr. Fauci. Listen to your local medical authorities during this. Don't listen to a politician. There's some people that I know want to get the economy started, and I feel for people that are out of work. If we're going to be able to do that safely, then we have to just buckle down and do our time. If we would have done it in March, if everybody would have had a mask on, social distanced, and we would have had mandatory things in place in March, we would have been in much, much better shape, and our economy would have been able to open up fully. People would have been able to get back to work in a couple of months, probably, after the worst of it was over. But instead, we find ourselves with the cases rising. I get pretty passionate about this because I'm sick of it. I'm tired of being at home, tired of not working face to face with people, and not seeing my friends and family. So, just me and my opinions. I love you all. I hope you're all staying safe, and I will make another video next week. Bye bye.